My name's Wren and I'm an art major. I think it'd be sort of unnatural for me not to be an art major. My mom is a glass blower, so ever since I was a kid I've been like sort of involved in art, and I've been thinking about art since the womb, so it's just kind of my natural path, I think. For me personally, it's like a way to connect to my community, because that's the way that I know how to communicate with people, is visually, but like I really know how to connect to people through art. Usually I go pretty early because I'm more of a morning person, so I tend to go maybe at like 7 or 8, and then I'll spend probably like 14 hours at a time in the studio, just because that's like how I work. I like to come in and just start and then just go. But once I get into it, the time just flies by, and I just work the whole time. Put my head down and just make a sculpture, and that's kind of what you have to do to compete with and also kind of live up to the expectations of your community. I think every day I think about how risky being an art major is. I mean, it is a lot of work, and it's a lot of self-motivation and a lot of connections. You have to be really, really involved in your community in order to make it. I think it takes a lot to be an artist. It probably takes a lot to be anything, but I think specifically it takes like self-discipline, it takes a lot of emotional awareness and emotional intelligence to be an artist, and also intelligence of like how people work, so I think it's really psychology related. You really have to know how to read an audience and know how an audience could potentially read your art, and also be super, super open to critique. I think a lot of people aren't, and it's really hard to be open to critique because it feels personal, but to be an artist and just to be a better human in general, I think you really need to be open to like constructive criticism, to not take it personally, being kind of resilient to that, and also like listening to that so that you're growing as an artist and as a person.